Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, May 3, 2021. Jamaica will be getting a grant of $1.22 million from the government of Japan to support the island's COVID-19 vaccination program. The grant assistance, dubbed Last 1 Mile Support, will fund the acquisition of cold chain equipment and capacity building assistance to ensure equitable administration of the vaccines. It's part of Japan's emergency grant aid of $11.1 million, which is being channeled through the United Nations Children's Fund to assist 6 Caribbean and Latin American countries with their COVID-19 response programs. The other beneficiary nations are Guatemala, Haiti, Nicaragua, Paraguay, and Venezuela. Japan's ambassador to Jamaica, His Excellency Masaya Fujiwara, says this type of assistance will help ensure the quick realization of a universal vaccination campaign in each country. He points out that the acquisition of cold storage facilities will enable the government to establish vaccination sites in remote areas and expand vaccine options to incorporate those requiring specialized preservation. In the meantime, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says Cabinet will need to consider measures to be taken in response to test results suggesting a fairly wide-scale presence of the UK variant of COVID-19 in Jamaica. During the ministry's last virtual press briefing, Dr. Tufton confirmed that of 10 samples recently tested by the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, 7 were found to have the UK variant. These 10 samples were among a batch of 50 sent for testing, but were the only ones with enough genetic material for the tests to be done.
7 of the 10 were found to have the UK variant, while the other 3 had mutations that are being investigated in the US and the UK in particular, but which have not been designated to be variants of concern. Unlike the UK variant, which when it came on the scene was seen to be a faster spreading variant, the other 3 are not so considered.
Dr. Tufton says the results suggest that the UK strain is present in the country at a fairly wide scale, which may explain the rate of COVID-19 spread experienced recently in the second wave. As part of the response measures, government is in the process of acquiring equipment to conduct local testing for variant strains of the virus. The health minister says this will create greater efficiency in data and decision-making. In other news, the Ministry of Education has announced new dates for the 2021 Primary Exit Profile PEP examinations. Acting Chief Education Officer Dr. Kassan Troop says June 15 and 16 have been identified for Grade 5 students and June 29 and 30 for those in Grade 4.
Those are the dates we are working with, but as you know, we are in a fluid situation. We are guided by what is happening with the pandemic, but those are the dates that we are working with at this time.
Additionally, she says the ability test for Grade 6 students will now take place on May 26. There will be no performance task or curriculum-based tests for Grade 6 students. Dr. Troop says the new dates have been communicated to the relevant schools. She was speaking at the ministry's CSEC Cape Digital Town Hall meeting last week. Government will be sponsoring extra lesson classes for students in public schools when normal operations resume in the education sector. Education Minister Favour Williams made the announcement during her recent contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament.
We will launch a government-sponsored extra lesson program to provide more teaching and learning opportunities for our children, especially those from economically disadvantaged homes.
She says the decision was made after identifying that students had not been getting the required amount of content contact.
Of significance, this program will be available to parents who want to learn more so that they can help their children, or they want to complete the high school they never finished. The details of the plan are being fleshed out.
In other education news, a student attendance registration app is to be developed to collect information in real time. Portfolio Minister Favour Williams says this has become necessary to help address absenteeism, which is a major cause of students learning lost time.
The national average for full school attendance is only 74.6%. The 4 primary reasons for absenteeism, according to the Jamaica Survey of Living Condition, are illness, money problem, school closed, and rain.
She says the development of the registration app will provide the ministry with information in a timely manner, which will support the provision of appropriate interventions. And finally, by 2023, all Jamaicans should have access to fully digital free-to-air television. Information Minister Favour Williams gave that update at a virtual post-sectoral debate press conference on Thursday.
Currently, a high percentage of Jamaicans still only have access to analog free-to-air television, which gives them limited channel choices. When we transition to digital, there should be way more channel choices for Jamaicans, so giving everyone access to more information.
She says Jamaica is undertaking a phased one-year transition to digital broadcasting technology with the initial focus on the main urban centers for January 2022. The Information Minister says broadcasters will have at least 1 year of simultaneous digital and analog broadcast to give them time to change their equipment and test the new system. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.